Guardians, what's up guys? Sly here and thanks for checking out another Destiny video. It is Tuesday and that means the reset of all of that glorious loot. On top of that, today marks the return of Iron Banner. On top of that, there will also be an incoming hotfix. Now it'll happen right before Iron Banner goes up, so if you are logged in, you'll be asked to download the patch and then restart your game. So make sure that you're not doing anything important from around 9:30 a.m. Pacific till about 10 a.m. or so, and that translates to 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and Iron Banner should pop up somewhere shortly after that, around 1 p.m. for all us East Coasters over here. So for Iron Banner, we can look forward to a sidearm and rocket launcher kind of week. As far as armor goes, it's a chest piece and gauntlet week as well. But one thing I never understood, guys, this stuff is basically identical to the Iron Lord armor. Why even sell it? I know it drops, and that's used to upgrade gear, and of course the weapons are good, but I don't get why they couldn't have made an additional set, or at the very least, have the Iron Banner only set be able to activate like a special ornament that are different from the flames of the Iron Lord. Perhaps Void, Arc, I don't know. Anyways, just a thought, and it always kind of irked me. I don't know why they cheaped out on their only monthly event. Anyways, enough mouth talk. These things are long enough as it is, but I will have an Iron Banner inventory review when my girl Aphrodite pops up later this afternoon. Usually weapon rolls are pretty good from Iron Banner vendors, so let's see if that rocket launcher will drop us some good old tripod and grenades and horseshoes. Alright guys, well let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, January 17th, and this is your Destiny Rise of Iron Weekly Reset Guide. Hope everyone's weekend was fan-freaking-tastic, and this week we have a few events to keep us preoccupied. Personally, I just can't keep my head off of Mass Effect Andromeda. I need some counseling, man. Anyways, it's freshly 4 a.m. here in North Carolina, and as always, we're starting up here in orbit. First, we're heading into the Crucible to check out the weekly playlists, and as you can see, they just changed. So, first on the list, Mayhem Rumble. Free for all, that's total chaos. Faster ammo spawns, greatly increased ability to recharge, and no respawn delay. Always a good time. Following that, Freelance 6v6, probably my favorite playlist. Solo queue only, and it's a mix-up of Clash, Control, and Rift. And finally, we take a look up top, and Elimination is here, keeping skills sharp, while Osiris readies the trials again on Friday. Now, just before we head on, I want to make sure anyone else who might have missed it that you can still Sparrow Race if you so wish to do so. Private matches contain Sparrow Racing now, so just head towards the end of the list, click on Sparrow Racing, and then head toward the end of the maps and select which one of the 4 you want, and boom, off to the races. Okay, well, let's head back to the main area and see what kind of Nightfall we have this week. So let's start with the modifiers first, and then we'll head on in. As usual, epics up first. Heavily shielded, highly aggressive enemies appear in greater numbers. Following that, Arc Burn. Oh, Arc Burn. Arc damage from any source is greatly increased. Next up, Specialists. Special weapon damage is favored. And then we have Juggler. No ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Finally, our last thing this week is Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. So it sounds like this week's burn might actually help us rather than hinder. Although don't forget to grab your Sunrise Bounty from Zavala, this beautiful looking square right here. Alright, so let's jump on in and see what we're up against this week.
Some creatures of the Hive strain against the will of Oryx. Alakul, the Darkblade, is one such. Long ago he fomented rebellion against the king, and attempted to take his mantle.
Alakul, the Darkblade! Now these modifiers will definitely help you out. Only thing you need to watch out for are the Taken Acolytes that shoot arc as well as spawn those floating turrets. Then of course, Explosive Thralls, they're arc as well, and Witches are too. So the best setup in my opinion is a good old Scout Rifle, an arc Sniper that's high impact, and then the exotic arc Sword, the Boltcaster. If you don't have the Boltcaster, then any arc heavy will do, but you can absolutely destroy stuff with the Sword's area of effect, all while keeping at a safe distance. Okay guys, well we're done here. Let's head back up to orbit one last time, and then we're going to check out the weekly Heroic Strike. And if you didn't look twice, you almost would think it's the Nightfall again. So for this week's Heroic Strike modifiers, we can look forward to Epic's little brother Heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Next, Arc Burn. Arc damage from any source is greatly increased. And then we have Specialist again. Special weapon damage is favored. Finally, we have Exposure. Guardian shields are increased, but do not replenish. Alright, so our last thing to do up here in orbit is to check out the raids. First, we're going to take a look at the Wrath of the Machine raid challenge, and this week we can look forward to Axis challenge. Boy, oh boy. And then moving on to the dreaded Knot, we can take a look at the challenge over here, and we're getting a shot at the War Priest this week. Not too bad. Haven't done the War Priest in a while. I actually might try to do all the raids this week, just to get everything done. It's been a while since I've done Vault of Glass, and especially Crota, so might be something to look forward to. Okay, well, we're done up here. Next, we're going to head down to the Iron Temple and check out Shiro and my girl Granny G to see what kind of new goods they can pawn off on us again. So, starting with Shiro, we'll take a look at his bounties and then go for the class items. And up first, Together We Rise. Complete public events in the Plague Lands. You need 5 total. Next, Shakatumi. Use arc damage to kill the Fallen. And then the final 2 are Archon's Forge bounties. First one is Captains. Complete 4 Captain encounters in the Forge. And then the final bounty is Archon's Forge Vandals. Complete 4 Vandal encounters in the Forge of the Archon. Moving down to class items, we're starting off with a Hunter and his cloak, the Mantle of Perun, 35-31 intellect strength. Next, Yolder's Iron Sash at 34-32 intellect strength. And then finally we have Fellwinter's Iron Bond, 31-34 discipline strength. Moving on towards Granny G, Tyra Karn, yes, take my stuff, nice token, nice. Okay, artifacts. Memory of Scory at 100 strength. Memory of Radagast, which is the super reflecting one, it's at 74-77 intellect strength. And then at the end over here we have Memory of Galeon, which is perfect for this week's Iron Banner at 78-79 discipline strength. Alrighty, thank you, Madam Tyra. Our next stop is to the tower, so let's head back up to orbit and zap our way over there. Now, the tower still looks and feels a little bare to me, but fear not, my friends. I'm willing to bet another Valentine's Day, or at the very least, another decent update will soon be on hand to change the scenery again. Alright, so for our first order of business here at the tower, we're going to check out the vendors and see who's taking all of my spin metal this week. The good people over at New Monarchy are accepting helium filaments. The questionable gentleman at Dead Orbit is accepting Spirit Bloom. And once again, Lady Lakshmi is our heroine at the Future War Cult. She is accepting spin metal for Reputation. So if you're a raider who keeps his ghost on Spin Metal Collector, here is your chance to rank up a few times for absolutely free. Okay, so next up, we're going to head over to the Hall of Vanguards and check out this week's Elite Bounties. Now, I know they don't change all that much, but the last one does, so I guess that means it deserves a little attention. So first up, Strike Elite, earn a Gold, Silver, and Bronze tier achieved medals. You're going to need 9 of those total to complete it. Following that, Sunrise, which is the important one, earn a Gold tier achieved in the Nightfall before the timer expires. And like I said, this is the most important one. As we all know, it can drop the Icebreaker. And then finally, here at the end, we have Cleanup. Get 150 enemy kills with your fire team during a Siva Crisis Strike to earn a Brutal Efficiency medal. You'll need 3 of these to complete this bad boy. Alright, thanks Zavala. Next stop, over to my boy Shax, and this week we are back to basics. Exercise your skills in the Clash match type. 7 matches completed, 50 primary kills, 25 assisted kills, and then 25 ability kills. Alright, well that wraps us up here at the tower. Our next stop is to go see Petra and Varix over at the Reef. We'll take a look at both sets of bounties and then check out the modifier for Varix. Okay, so what's up Petra? First up, she has her 3 old bounties here at the front. Take the Wanted, kill Urxary the Lost in the Cosmodrome, and then we have Take Them Out. Kill 12 consumed or named Fallen Hive Cabal or Vex on Venus, and then Take Them All. Kill 100 Taken. As for her 3 newer ones, we have Queen's Ambassador, complete 3 strikes in any playlist. Queen's Sovereignty, defeat 50 Fallen in any strike playlist. And then finally, Queen's Fury, get 30 solar kills on the Dreadnought. And that right there finishes our dealings with Petra, so our next stop, across the bay to Varix. And as always guys, make sure you pick up your weekly bribe. Now I love it when I get both Etheric Light as well as a token. I've actually leveled up quite a few times by simply turning these things in, and I hardly ever do Petra bounties or the Challenge of Elders anymore. But I still rank up. As you can see, this token right here is going to rank me up, and I haven't touched the prison on my Warlock for quite some time. As always, my inventory is packed full, so we'll take a look at what I got after this. Alright, so, checking out his bounties first, we have Kill Them Back. Eliminate a bunch of enemies in the Prison of Elders or the Challenge. Close Still Counts is next. Use grenades to kill 40 enemies in Varric's Challenge or the Prison. And then finally, Shadowboxer. Use Void abilities to kill 30 enemies in Varric's Prison or the Challenge of Elders. As for the super secret Hush Hush bonus modifier this week, we can look forward to Precision Kill bonus. Precision kills are worth more points. And as for my level up package, I got myself a ship and a Hand of Judgment with poopy rolls. So, no big deal. Alright, finally, we head to our last destination in our weekly reset guide, and that is the Dreadnought, more specifically, the Court of Oryx. This week's Tier 3 Court of Oryx boss is Bower, and that, my friends, brings us to the end of this glorious video. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Keep being awesome and keep staying positive. New things will soon come, but in the meantime, I'll see you all in Iron Banner. Now, as you all know, I could not do this without everyone's support. So guys, thank you all so much for everything you've done. I would gladly take any retweets, any shares, or any mentions to friends. Those all go a very long way to help me grow this channel. So, as always, that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for more videos coming out of Sly Nation this afternoon. But until then, this is your boy Sly. Later, guys.